right, it's time to dive into the Platinum Tour weekend rounds for TGC Tours in the season opener. We're at National Hill Golf Club for the New Orleans Classic. Now, I just want to start this off by saying I'm hoping to bring the same level of energy we do during live streams, but for context, those that were not around, we were streaming as we normally are for these rounds, but we were running into some power issues. My power went out 2 times during the stream, so we're going offline recording. I'm hoping that we can, bring the same level of energy, the same passion playing. This is a little bit weird. I don't ever play TGC rounds off stream, so it's gonna be a different vibe. But I'm hoping we can lock in. Hoping we can, produce some good content here. But I appreciate y'all stopping by to check out this video, these rounds. If you enjoy, drop a like, drop a sub so you don't miss more of this. We largely stream and do shorts, but occasionally we drop some videos out there. But without further ado, let's dive into it. We are in the only tees, so that's straightforward enough. But round 3 here starts to get a little bit crazy. Wind speeds go very high out of the north, and the fairways and greens are quite firm and not quite the fastest, but pretty dang fast. So we're going to have to really combat some winds. It'll be a very interesting test, but let's dive in. Let's do it. All right, so huge side wind to start. I mean, we're talking probably 17 mile an hour right out the gate. I don't think there's anything to be worried about in terms of, say, like a stinger here, because the wind's not in the face. But that is actually something to think about when the winds are that high, even on a cross breeze. Do you want to lose a little bit of distance but be safe, keep it on the ground, take a little bit of the wind out of it? Those are things that we're definitely going to have to contemplate through the course of this round. All right, so again, we're uphill majorly, but we're also like a huge amount of wind right to left. Now, this is playing uphill. It's probably carrying into the... It's probably carrying about 150. I feel like I'm a little bit off here. 155, 10-yard bounce and roll out. It's choked. It should take a little bit out. It moves right to left. I would rather be to the right, so I'm gonna play with that in mind. You can see that wind turn it over. Distance control seems pretty good. We're rolling a little bit towards the hole. Again, I wanted to play it safe side. It is rolling down here. So not the easiest of putts, but the fact is we got to be giving ourselves putts. Ideal position, maybe a little bit shorter and more to the left, but it's so hard to get it there. We just got to see, can we lock into some green speeds here? All right, we make a birdie putt on the first. Hopefully that means that our eye is pretty well tuned here. Don't know that this is one we're going to want to go straight after. I feel like if we go out to the right, maybe we can fly this one down and kind of run the ridge. You almost want to like get it short here to try and get it up pin high and curling over. At least it's the feeling that I have. I think that 6-iron is going to land a little bit further than this. Choked feels maybe too short. 190, 202. I'm gonna partial it just a little bit. This is no. I'm gonna take a little bit off of it. This is a really tight window. No, but if I take off, it's not gonna roll. I'm conflicted. I just don't think I can go straight at it. It's too much tailwind, too long. All right, well, we hit our strike. It's fading a little bit, which is going to keep us in a good spot. Yeah, that's still too far. We're gonna roll left, but I don't think it rolls back down towards the hole. I feel like it just stays moving left. Which maybe being off the green to the left here is not the worst thing. Gives us an uphill shot. I know I really sat on that one for a while, but... Okay, play it just into the top of this ridge. I think we're gonna check it. Get it on the green, moving just a little bit to the right. The push is definitely my most common miss. That being said, par on a par 3 I don't think is going to be a bad thing in these conditions. Not to mention, distance control was really good there, which I think is very, very important. Okay, so I am absolutely okay with just full sending this, because I think it should get down far enough that we can either spin it up the hill or we can get a pitch shot onto the green. So that's 67. Spinner up the hill. I feel like we can get some bounces on this thing, right? Uphill a little bit, but hop, skip, and a little roll. I feel like that's short. No, actually, I think I like this. I Play it more to the left because it's going to kick to the right. Ah, really? I didn't think it was... Maybe it came out lower. I don't know. I had in my mind that that was going to still want to release because it's... Even though it's a spinner, that's just one shot that I haven't played with enough. Okay, but we're still thinking about birdie. Come on, hold up. That's so close. Okay, so that's miscue on my part. I put it down into a range I thought I would be able to spin it, but a little bit of misjudgment there. So we'll just tuck that in the back of our head as something that needs to be worked on going forward. I think this is at the distance where a stinger actually works. Oh, he like changed stances. He changed stance animations. I actually don't know. Would Power Drive have been the better play over Stinger there? I need to test that. I need to test Stinger versus Power Drive. Alright, I'm gonna lay this up. Because Power Drive is more distance and lower ball flight, I feel like that has to do better than just pure Stinger. Stinger should be like if you're trying to run it on the ground. 111. Okay, this is where we gotta really know our stuff. Because this is already short. So we're gonna have to club up. This is kind of where that last one was at. And that was already a few yards short. Now, 95%. It is cutting the wind a little bit, but should still spin. This is a lot. This is a lot of wind. This could be very dangerous. Go in left, because if it does spin, I want it to go back to the right. Oh, what a spin back. Oh boy. What a shot. Okay, well I'll take a tap in. Ah, dang, all of a sudden I thought that thing was gonna drop. What a phenomenal shot. That's up there. That's a really long shot from the bunker if we go left. So that's the only thing. But we've been getting down to the bunker pretty comfortably. Trying to visualize this shot shape. I feel like the tree could come into play. I don't have enough to full fade it. So I think what we're going to do is play a little bit more out here. We'll just... Okay, perfect. Missed that. We'll take 3 wood. I feel like this should slow down in the fairway, right? Wow. Wow, that got some serious speed. All right, this is definitely a tougher shot. You've got the long bunker shot. Kind of have to make sure that we get this out to the side enough. That's 100%. I mean, the swing was power-wise on point. The swing was power-wise on point. That was unfortunately a little bit pushy. Okay, you're tapping this. Oh, it didn't have enough power on it. I took too much out, so you have to play that even more. I didn't want to run that one all the way back down the hill. Feels bad, man. All right, let's get right back on it, though. Let's get right back on it. The opportunities are there. They've been presenting themselves. Yeah, we haven't capitalized a couple of times now. But that doesn't mean that the scores aren't ours to get after. Balls above the feet. It's this tree. Oh, it's this tree. Alright, well. Wish me luck that it has enough height to not get clipped by it. Release a little bit. Okay. That's good touch. That's good touch. Now, if that tree knocks it down a little bit sooner, I'm gonna be disappointed, but again, we have a couple of scores going out here. Okay, 15-mile-an-hour wind. So we're playing 22 yards off. That's going to put it at 38, 43. I mean, I think this thing would be more than likely kind of going right at it. I don't want to play too much fade. I actually think I just want to throw it up into the wind a touch. And then I think you play it. Over here. Okay. A little bit deep, but we landed it on the green. Which is going to give us the best chance at having a putt. So it did get through that wind a little bit more. That's okay. Burrs, gurs, putts. Burrs, gurs, putts. Obviously, we're trying to have as good of proximity as we can. But we just want to keep giving ourselves looks so we can maybe make some putts. Unfortunately, it seems like on these couple of putts that we've taken a little bit of pace off of, we're not having enough compensation for the break. And so we're leaving it a little bit low because I'm visualizing with a little bit more pace to it. So that part is most unfortunate. Par 5, I don't think with this headwind it even matters. Don't think it even matters if we try and power drive, so we'll take a regular drive. Yeah, 297 into a headwind uphill. I mean, good luck. It seems on paper like, oh, maybe I could, but then once you take everything in, we're in this bunker. So, uphill and into wind. I mean, I think you want to leave yourself. I'm still going to leave myself as short of a position as I can. We'll just club up to try and negate some of the wind, like we did on that previous hole. Because, I mean, right now, even on a wedge like this, probably playing about 19 yards off. And then you're uphill, and then you're still spinning back. So if I go up to a pitching wedge, 19 yards on a pitching wedge is 22 uphill. Is about 10 yards long, which obviously is too much. But if we can flight it down, balls below the feet, let's just make sure that we're not doing anything too fadey. Let's get it right in the middle. All right, good strike, good line. It's right at it. The problem is it going to spin back still? It is. Okay, so just to visualize that for myself, a pitching wedge still spins back. So I probably, up until like maybe 8 iron, 7 iron, we're going to have to really compensate for that. All right, up the hill, braking left to right, over the crest and through. 68%, so we got to give it a little bit of gas. You got to turn. Come on, get down. Oh, the putts are just, they're just right around the hole, but they're not dropping. They're not dropping. I mean, we're playing clean golf. Right? We're playing clean. We're striking the ball pretty well. That's like the first real... That's the first, like, real miss. Like, real big miss, I mean. It's uphill. It's playing, like, mid-160s into upper 160s. Ball's so far below the feet. Ball is so far below the feet, and it's fading. Well, wish me luck. I was gonna say about a club short, but not really. It's just so incredibly hard to get to the right part of the green there. 2 feet up the hill. We left that last one just about short. So, 1, 2. It's faster greens, so I'm gonna give it like another one. This would be an absolute bomb. An absolute bomb if we were able to sink it, and would be my longest of the game. 84%, that's 100. So that's probably, yeah, that's 84. I even hit it a little bit too firm. I mean, great lag. I would obviously love to be making that, though. That's tough. That's 3 under going out. 3 under going out, but I have to remind myself. We hit a lot of really good shots. It's really tough, and we just, you know, we put ourselves in good position and missed a few putts. We're gonna be able to... I think we can get around this lip, so we have the green light, even though this is gonna be maybe a bit awkward on the lie. Need to be more to the right, I think, when all is said and done. And yeah, we're gonna lose some distance, we're gonna gain some distance. It's a pretty decent lie out of here. I don't think we're gonna get all of it, but I think we're in between the two of these. Like a 94%er. No, I could have taken all of that 9-iron. Doesn't matter. We were offline. Not a good time to miss the input, huh? Not a great time to miss the input. All right, come on. Below the feet. It's checking. 95%. That went like... That just went straight through and long. So I don't know if that uphill lie just did not play. Okay. Don't love the par train. Don't love the par train. We gotta dial in. We gotta dial in. I know this round has to be playing pretty tough, but I also feel like it's gotta have some scores, right? It's gotta have some scores to be had. Check that down. I don't wanna flirt with the water. Par 5, tailwind. That means we've got an opportunity. That means we've got an opportunity. It's probably landing close to where our A marker is at, if not a little bit long. If it's a little bit long, that's not great. Ball is above the feet. Okay. Oh no, left the face open. That's gonna catch the ridge right. I need that to be just a little bit to the left. It'd be far enough for... No, it's never far enough to spin it. Now this is where I feel like people just get cheesy with the flop. And honestly, I think you almost have to. Maybe there's a way. I don't know. I hate that. I want to give myself a chance to score, but I feel like the best chance at birdie is to be cheesy with it. But I also don't hit a great flop because it's opposite swing. We're gonna try this. It might be the worst idea, but it might also be the best idea. Who knows? Yeah, that was pretty great. That was pretty great. Would have been nice to have hit that straight and see if I had a chance to hole it for the eagle, but we'll take a bird. That gets us off the par train. Okay. I tried to hit a fancy fader here yesterday, and that did not go well. That did not go well at all. Just probably playing about 20 yards off. Means we are right in between these clubs. So I'm probably gonna go here, partial it a little bit. Kind of hit the straight ball, let that wind. Let that wind move it to the right, and then the green move it the rest of the way. Not the face open. I did not take enough off of it, it doesn't seem like. Oh, maybe I did. Maybe I did. I definitely did not feel great about that at first. But that also just means that I was reading it correctly and got just a little bit scared once it started to land. Like, I just immediately didn't trust my initial read. Didn't have as much green that I was utilizing, but as far as the bounce and rollout is concerned, that was right on point. Right on point. Alright, now's where we gotta get these partials right, and it's about spin control. It's about spin control. We're gonna lose on the elevation. We're gonna gain from the tailwind. I feel like I need just that little bit extra. Ball's below the feet, but it's still like it's still a full shot. So you still have to trust that this wind is gonna do something. I like tap-ins. I like tap-ins. Okay, I think this is where, like, it's not wide open enough. Trust yourself. Where did that come from? Okay. I have not had a shot that open all night, but, you know, when it matters. When it matters. Okay, well, time to go up and down from 185. How hard could that be? Look at this pin. Should be pretty easy. Should be pretty easy. Playing 192. I mean, it's only... Oh, jeez. Only playing like this much. Ball's below the feet. Wind holds it. We want to be left. I mean, going up and down from there is on the cards. I'm not gonna write off the possibility. I mean, it's breaking. Don't get me wrong, it's not like this is the easiest 6-footer of my career. Oh, just barely. What a shot. What a shot to save that. Dang, because if we hit that shot, you know, after our tee shot, we get a birdie. We get rewarded. All right, anywho, let's put it behind us. Let's put it behind us. Let bygones be bygones. 140, and then, yeah, you're talking another... Probably playing about this 9-iron. 9-iron might be a little bit long, but you know what? With the way these winds have been playing, I wouldn't put this 9-iron past bouncing and rolling back down the hill or something. The only thing I need is for it to not, you know, roll down the hill back off the front of the green. But I don't want to exactly put these bad things into existence, so just sit. Just sit. It was sideways. Oh, that is dangerous. That is so dangerous. Alright, tailwind. I don't see why not. You know what, let's cut the... Let's do what we've done in the first rounds. Let's go to the other side of the tee box, make this angle just a little bit better. Something's weird with the tee box, so I can't fade as much as I would like. I thought about putting a little bit of loft or backspin on it to make sure that we cleared the trees, but looks like we didn't have to. Ooh. Ooh, we're in between clubs, huh? I mean, not a bad thing, though, to be in between a 9-iron and a pitching wedge for a chance to get up for eagle. 141. I mean, it's 149. Let's see. It's 149. Playing like 156. Playing mid 140s. Mid to upper 140s. So the question is, does this have enough? Maybe it is this club? Am I going crazy here? 134. It's got a tailwind, so it's not going to spin back down so long as it gets up enough. I think we just have to make sure that we commit and we hit it firm. I think so long as we do that. I think so long as we... I mean, that's quad perfects. Just take that first big bounce. There we go. There we go. Part of my brain was telling me to put more into it, but just don't leave it short. Just don't leave it short. Okay, putting together a little run here on the back nine. Definitely piecing this round back together after a few missed putts in the early goings. Alright, through the corridor we go. Lay it up with the 3-wood. Water's not gonna be a thing. Oh, this is playing so long. This is playing so long. 215. I mean, it's playing like 235. I think we play the choked hybrid here and just hope that we don't get a bad enough lie. Because I don't want to go long. Maybe short's not the worst for up and down. I closed the face. Wow, I really turned that one over. Had the distance though. That was on a good line. Surprised how much we turned that over. Okay, I'm gonna be... I want to say more conservative. I just want to make sure that we leave this close. But this is going to be all about getting this on the right line and finding the fall line, which I think is going to be maybe somewhere out here, 62%. I didn't like my commitment on that. You can see that in the minus 1.23% power. I hesitated at the top of the swing. Okay. All that matters is that's a good 2-putt. Like, the distance control is exactly what we need it to be. Okay, I'm gonna go for the power drive. It's pretty wide open here, so we may as well. 1.2% overswing. The pull kind of negates that, but yeah, into that wind, we're still able to carry it about that 290. So it's right out about where we would carry a driver without all of these crazy winds. 15 miles an hour. It's uphill. It's playing 211. Honestly, it's probably played in the upper 220s here. So this is well short. Hybrid is not where we need it to be. Partial it a little bit short of the grandstands. I think the ball is well below our feet. Wind keeps pushing it that way. I'll play a little fade. We'll go here. 94%. That's sizzling. That's just still too much. Was not on the right line, and that much partial just takes too much wind out of it. Okay, that's not going to be a fun putt. That's not going to be a fun putt. Really got to feel this one out. Somewhere down here. Somewhere down here. There's a lot of movement early in this, which I think means we got to go just a little bit further. Okay, we hit the putt weight that we wanted. Yeah, look at that snap at the start. Honestly, not too bad. And I mean, we're going to get in the clubhouse here. What is that, a 9 under round? So a 6 under back 9 really put that round back together for us. And we even left some out there. And I mean, looking at the leaderboard here, 9 under is some of the better stuff, at least on PlayStation. I mean, I see some 11s, but a lot of single digits that are lower. You know, and knowing that we missed some stuff and still shot that, like, that's a really great way to play round 3. So let's get through this, and then let's dive into round 4. So round 4, we got high winds out of the southeast. Fairways kick up to very firm, so we'll have to be mindful on a few of the holes, especially that drivable par 4, some of the ones with the water, that we don't just go running it all the way out. Greens are firm, and the greens pick up very fast. As fast as it freaking goes. We're going to have to make sure that we're landing it short enough and allowing for enough rollout. Let's dive in. Ooh, we get a little bit of a tailwind for this, which I don't know if we want to... Maybe we play a little bit of a fade. Just send it. I underswung that a little bit, but even with the very firms, I think we were going to be very comfortably in the fairway. Yeah, you never really want to hug trees too much, because if you start having to shot shape, those trees can be fairly problematic. Alright, I think we're going to be on the 50-degree wedge. Partials are going to be quite a big thing here. You want to make sure that you've got enough legs on it. So like, what if we go 100%, throwing it up? Yeah, I'm gonna try and go here, let the wind go to the right to left on the spin back. Oh, I landed that short. Oh. See, those are the tough ones, because like I shaped it so much, but the wind just gets absolutely decimated by that uphill. And so we get the very firm kick instead of the firm kick. Now, this is my first time playing on the very fast greens. Like, I don't think I've played anything on the highest of green speeds. So we're going to have to get pretty clever with our putt envisioning here. And see if we can do that for 17 more holes. Okay, 220. Yeah, this is becoming a little bit problematic. I'm wondering if I want to stretch my 4-iron a little bit. Take off like a contact and a swing path and put 2 power on it. Because right now, we've got a 24-yard gap between our hybrid and our iron, and then it's 12 down in between. I feel like I keep getting caught out in this gap on these higher winds. I mean, maybe it's something that we figure out these partials and like how much wind, you know, doesn't get accounted for anymore. Because there is a little bit of a backstop, so like we can play a fade. try and like cut a partialed hybrid in. But like that, this is such a hard shot. Are we going to have played the ridge, or are we going to get stuck on the hill? It is very fast, so yeah, we should get some rollout from these. I mean, honestly, for that hole location, I don't think that's a very bad... Don't think that's a very bad play. Oh, it's this lie at the... Oh, it's right at the start of this. Come on, stay up, stay up. Okay, 16 to go. 16 to go. But I mean, you can see right there at the start. I mean, that's a big difference between round one. Well, I guess technically round three. Round one of this session. Yeah, and this one, you make a couple putts, or you don't make some putts. But I feel like our putting's been getting a little bit better. I feel like I found some good like mental visualization stuff that's been helping. 12 mile an hour. I think this cuts a little bit in, but I think we got to take a little bit off still to not go rolling all the way back. Ball's a little bit above the feet. Oh no, it's fading. Come on, it's... I know there's some hill up here. Wow, okay. Yeah, I got lucky. Got freaking lucky. Gonna have to learn those a little bit better. Okay, right to left. It's turning. There's at the hole. 54%. Oh, come on. 18, 17, 15 to go. Yeah. This is the countdown. This is the countdown round. This is the countdown round. We're gonna count down all the birdie putts that we drop. I don't want to jinx myself. I actually think we had a similar shot to this in like round 1 or 2. Having the lower flighted club is going to definitely keep the ball low. It's very fast. I don't know if there's a good way to keep this. So you almost need to like bounce it here with a huge swing and draw to get it to like jump up and then work its way back. You probably end up with some greenside shot. I don't know if down here is the best putt. Like way uphill, I don't know. Where do you want to be? Maybe even in here is a place to be. 10 yards. Would land like somewhere in here, and then you just kind of get it up in that, and you two-putt. Just thinking, is there a negative to trying to go for it a little bit more? Just don't think there's a way to go for it a little bit more. I think you're always off, so. Okay. Let's try and play smart. Try and play into the position that we want. 4-iron below the tree, 4-iron land before the green. Get up and settle. This is a big slope, so this should roll it back down. It's a little bit further, but this is the right-hand putting option. Yeah, this is putting option number 2. And honestly, putting option number 2, now that I'm looking at it, is not so bad looking. It really isn't. 74% though, so you definitely gotta put some whack into it. Wow, that's crazy. It was a foot up, but it was definitely playing on the higher end of a foot. But that's a 2-putt. That's 4 birdies in a row to start round 4. Things you'll love to see. Okay, so finally we've got a headwind here, which I think is going to be a-okay. Play a little bit on the fade. Just throw that thing up over the trees. It's very firm, but we've got the headwind. So I think if this gets down to a good spot, I mean, obviously I would have liked it a little more right, but this might be spinnable. 42 yards does seem spinnable. Downhill slope, though. Okay. Oh no, do you try and go... No. This might not be the greatest thing of my virtual golfing career. That's 100%. And releases a little bit down the hill. Yeah, that's hard to factor. I mean, I missed what I wanted to hit by a little bit. I also don't love, with the green speeds and everything, I'm gonna play this a little bit cautious, which makes it all the tougher to actually make this. But I cannot afford to go from birdie putt to bogey, so. All right, I'm losing count. 13 to go? Do you... It's wide open. I think you power drive. Because missing it fractionally, I still think into that headwind, like... We're carrying it still 15, 20 yards further. Distance definitely matters. Distance definitely matters. Yeah, I don't think I want to play hybrid in here. Don't think I want to play hybrid in here. This is a really tough one. I'm gonna try and hit the overpower on the 4-iron. Just to get it on the green, and we're still gonna miss the green. As far as our landing spot is concerned. Yeah, look how that rolls out. That's scary. That's freaking scary. Almost down to the water. Okay, gotta leave this shorter. These have been hop skipping. These have been hop skipping on us. The push. But that distance control should be... I mean... I wouldn't say better, but... Oh, is that even actually breaking in front of us? I guess it is. It's just so subtle. Whoa. Okay. That was really weird looking. That, like, came off the face and just looked like it immediately was spinning away. Alright, well, still no pars. We take a bogey there. Really some unfortunate circumstances. 4-iron is going to bounce somewhere down there. Where does 5-iron go? 209. Into the 220s. firm and very fast. I mean, the 5-iron might actually chase. Okay, I mean, we hit our swing, baby fade, we're hanging out here, but everything rolls to the right. Why with the tailwind was that firm bounce? Did it, I guess it hit an upslope on that hill instead of feeding over the way that I had hoped. That just kind of took the wind out of its sails a little bit. All right, 204s, I mean, these, I guess, just kind of kick. That was an 81% underswing, so I have to imagine that hitting my number there would have been good. Okay, so the streak comes to a halt. The streak comes to a halt. We go bogey par, but we're still on a pretty good roll for this round so far. I'm going power drive. We've been hitting things well. It's putting the faith in my thumb to give ourselves an opportunity now to try and make up for that bogey with the eagle. Yeah, because the problem is this 7-iron up the hill with this tailwind probably nets somewhere in here, and I think that just absolutely comes up short. 185, 177. All 175, and then I can't give it. 183 lands here. Bounces. Yeah, the way that last tee shot went, I'm gonna err on the side that this shot is correct. It's gonna check up a little bit more on the bounce, still release a little up the hill. There we go. Came out a little bit shorter. Now, I was kind of in my mind playing it like a 99%. Like a 99% lie. Clearly that was not the case. Whoa. I guess I missed... That has to be that if you get out... I need to figure out what that number is. I'm going to have to look back at that one putt that we missed, and then that one. It must be that once you reach like a threshold of like 5 or 6%, like total on your putt misses, that's when it goes offline. Because it almost looks like the ball has a different spin animation off of the putter face. So I'm thinking that has to be what just happened on those last two. I'm going to take a little bit off of this. It's into an uphill, but it's the wedge. It's got some bounce. I'm trying to thread the needle here. It's out. A lot of wind uphill. I'm going to say that this comes back to the pin. Uh-oh. Still too far. Spin back. Weave your way down. Okay. Caught a little bit too much of it, but it's a birdie putt. I always hate being above the hole, but when you've got a wedge like that, it's so hard to be below the hole. Nice putt. It's so hard to be below the hole and not spin it back off. So that's 6 under going out. That's 6 under going out. I mean, you hit some shots to good places and you make some putts, and alls of a sudden, you're rocking and rolling. So let's see if we can have a similar back 9 to what we just had, because if we can, I think think we'll move up the leaderboard on the weekend here, which is saying something considering we started this weekend in 11th. Okay, that's carrying about 2020. You're getting a lot of wind back in the face. Probably carrying about 200, which is a 4-iron going, like, landing at the flag. It's not exactly what you want. Now, if you fade it back, take some distance off, and loft it a little bit. Ball's below the feet. You're starting it even more out there, trying to turn it back over. I'm trying to kind of get this more, I don't know, like center green. Oh, that actually does turn over enough. Landing on the green definitely is the friendlier of the kicks, but this might have enough speed to just go all the way off the green on the other side. Yeah. That's tough. That is tough. Now, if I was a real freak, I would maybe tie spin this up a hill. But I'm just a regular dude, so we're gonna try and chip it. We're gonna try and chip it. If I had to hit it with that hop, skip, and then roll it up the hill, I'm gonna go just a touch off. 89%? 100? Oh, what am I doing? Well, there's the distance control. That push, though. That push, though. Did not get my square thumbed up. Did not get my thumb squared up there, and that's definitely, like, if I'm gonna miss a chip, it is doing precisely that. Okay, we've been rocking the power drive, although power drive into the wind seems like a mistake. So we're gonna sting it because I feel like stinger is more forgiving. Not gonna quite get the distance, but power drive I just feel like is more susceptible to going way offline. And it's not like it really matters, because looking at this, we were not gonna get close anyway. Do I want to be over 100 out? Probably. Just to make my spin control a little bit easier. That's short. Okay, we're gonna be in between clubs. Gonna be in between clubs just a little bit. 131, that's long. No, I don't wanna loft it. Don't wanna loft it, I don't wanna loft it, I don't wanna loft it. Be smart. Be smart, Colby. Okay, so that's playing 131. It's gonna cut this wind, which would effectively, we'll call it 19. It's gonna play a little bit less than that because it's uphill and a slightly lower pitch, but that would be 112. That's kind of right around pin high. Give it a little bit forward to try and negate some of the spin. Oh, I turned it over. Roll down to the hole. Don't go straight down. Go down to the right. Yeah. Just bleed down that way. Keep bleeding. Keep bleeding right. Yes, that is exactly what I wanted to do. Yep. That's how you draw it up. Front pin. Ooh, baby. Yeah, so about that. We're just gonna take this 7-iron and I guess hope that the backstop brings us back down. Right? I mean, just go right at it, but it's really hope that there's enough hill to save you, because if there's not, you got a fun putt ahead. Gosh darn it, that doesn't come back. Well, if we hold the green, it'll be a Christmas miracle. this really one that you just like tap it? Okay, well, wish me luck. Oh, I overswung it. Dang, I can't say that I'm practiced on 24% putts. Hit it 27. Oh, wow, that actually leaves it short. There's enough forgiveness in that little bit. I mean, that is a putt of pure fear. That is a putt of pure fear. I say, please don't miss it left. Like, don't do the thing where you run through the early break without breaking and then break left. Okay. That's a good save in my book. That's a good save in my book. $118, playing 125 plus wind. Okay, I guess we're somewhere in this ballpark then. Looking at our pitching wedge. 134. Let's call it 121. That's 3 yards past. With this much, it's not as high as the winds were in the previous go, so like could bounce and not spin back. I'll give it a touch up. Ball's below the feet, so it's leaking. It's leaking right, wind's off that way, a little uphill, so I'll cut it some slack. I'll go a little bit more at the hole. Yep, we know we're long, but I'm playing for a pitching wedge to get some backspin from high winds. And that is very fortunately a correct assumption. Very, very fortunate to be the correct assumption. Okay, well, I mean, we're playing pretty well. We're playing pretty well. Plotting our way around. I mean, obviously on some of these shots, we just, like that 7-iron into the par 3, it's like, I don't know what I can take there. You know, and it's not like there's like a safety play unless there's something I'm not seeing, maybe like out to the right and you take a long right to left bender that's easier on pace control, but yeah, that's a tall task. Okay, I think pitching wedge lands a little bit short. So gotta give it a little bit of... Well, no, I'm gonna add a little bit back in. Slight uphill lie. I'm gonna assume that we're not gonna get 100%. Ball's out to the right, it's leaking right. It's up the hill, but it's still gonna kick left to right. Make sure that we're out here. It's good distance control. That's good distance control. Still leaked a little bit more left to right than, you know, I'm banking on there. But that gets us still close enough. Still close enough to make the putt. This is kind of a similar situation, right? Except now we're off the tee, so we know we're getting 100%. So we're playing 133. I mean, wind is tailing off the side there, and it's uphill. We're not going to get full. We're going to land a little bit short. Hit that uphill and just kind of kill it that way. It's going to be a flat lie. Flat lie with the wind taking us. Oh, I closed it. Underswung it, closed it. Apparently I was not mentally on top of that one. That's okay. Sometimes you're gonna get you're gonna get holes like that. If we were perfect every time on our inputs, it'd be a little bit concerning. 6%, so we gotta give it some legs. I had it and I underhit it. Oh no, don't let these things compound. I feel like that's what ends up happening though, to be fair, is we make a mistake and then somehow it subconsciously like works its way into another shot. Okay, there we go. Bounce back. Hit the perfects. Get it fading to the right. Honestly, we've been playing things for the very firm fairway hasn't really... To me, it's been a non-factor here. To me, it's been a non-factor. It's more about the green speeds, because like the firm on the green... The firm on the green and then the very firm is like it's been not the worst combo I've ever seen. 226. Okay, hold on. If we go full through 33, 11 carry it pin high through the roll. I feel like instead of choking it down, you're really running that upslope. Play a little bit more on the loft. Alright. That's some quads. Landed a little short of the hole. Use the upslope to kill it. And just bleed on. Okay. Okay, we got a putt. It's a little bit left. Did not get it quite on target. But if we can hit good pace here, we might have a chance. Man, you go down low and that just gets absolutely... Let's get blinded by the way the sun is reflecting there. Okay, it's left to right. It's pushing it so hard. Something out here. 47%. Put it on the right line. Come on, have legs. Have legs. No. It didn't feel like it jumped off wrong, so I'm not gonna... I mean, obviously, I hate to have a push there. I think that's still a pretty good read. Could maybe have actually given it that little bit of extra power. Alright. I've been feeling it, so we're going to send it over the water. I'm going to have no concerns about that. Alright, this is definitely too short. That's going to be too long. Okay, so let's just think about this. It's playing... about 126 or so. You've got the tailwind. You don't ever get the full with the wedge. It's a longer wedge, but it's uphill. It's on an uphill lie, which is effectively double whammy here. So it's playing 126. Wind is 127 from the 127 to 128 from that foot lie. And then how is this wind gonna play? Maybe like 6 to 121. At 119. I mean, I think if you partial it down back right before the hole, should get the hop up. It's gonna be less spin, it's gonna knuckleball. I underswung it. I think I partialed it a little bit too much. I should have gone for the pin high. I should not have gone with that extra little bit. Come on. The way that rolled, I honestly gave up on it. I thought I didn't give it enough power. Glad he stepped in my line to see it go. All right. Wide open spaces. I'm sorry you had to hear that. But when you get a fairway like that, that is green light power drive. 393 just opens up. I mean, we gotta be precise here, and I think we're gonna have to go partial pitching wedge to accomplish that. It's playing about 140. I mean, playing about mid 130s carry. This puts us back here if we try and take that wedge. 132. I mean, like, that's the thing. You're long here. You're a couple yards long. That's going to carry you about pin high. Maybe just before. Going to go like that. And then ball below the feet a little. But I think there's enough wind even up the hill and starting out to the side. 96%. All right. One last final input to end the round on. I'm not too disappointed with it. It's not a, don't get me wrong, it's not an easy birdie look, but it's a birdie look. And that is precisely what we've been looking for. Gonna take just a touch off, which means we're gonna have to play a little bit more break here. But if you're tapping it, it's getting out there pretty quick, but it's also moving pretty quick to the left. So I'm gonna go here. What a tournament. What a way to open the season. Very proud of myself. Very proud of myself. There's still largely work to be done with some of our approach ideas, but we've been executing. We're hitting a lot of good inputs. 44 under through the tournament to average 11 under out here. I will absolutely take it. I will absolutely take it. So there's still a couple days left in the tournament at this point, but let's just see what the leaderboard is shaken out as so far. So many menus. So many menus. Just let me see. Just let me see. All right, that says 6th, but are we actually 6th? Because there's a pretty big drop off there. No, we are actually 6th. So, I mean, you got a couple people there up at the top in the 50s, but us being right at the top of that next tier, I think it's gonna be tight, but we might have a chance at filing in for a top 10. I would say pretty safely we should at least be top 15. So to start off the season that way, I'm going to give myself a little round of applause, a little pat on the back, and I look forward to, maybe climbing the WGR this time around. I feel like this could be a really good game for us, but thank you all for watching. Again, sorry we couldn't stream it. I always love streaming it. There's a special part of my heart goes to streaming, so hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next video, or I'll see you next week on stream. Take care, everybody.